Morning, friends. Check out the bed head. Almost looks better than when I went to bed. This is going to be nice. You know, I realized this morning that being on your own, clothing is optional. And apparently it's easy to just throw on a sweater if you're cold, and I just don't really pick out anything. So that's funny, just wandering around all the time with barely any clothes on. And in case you thought I was perfect, I woke up this morning, grabbed my phone, 2.5 hours later. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it now. There you go. That's how destructive these gadgets can be if we aren't aware of them. Hey, Dr. John.
You keep kicking in the poor posture.
I like to call him Dr. John because there's a boutique here that sells like adult toys called Dr. John's. I don't think he even knows that, but I think about it every time.
Let's go. Yo. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine.
So just because as always I'm running out of time and I need to get ready for my date night tonight, I'm going to do my makeup while I chat to you. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my experience with the chiropractor, because I was very reluctant to go to a chiropractor because I had a back injury when I was young. And it's always just been more pain, more inflamed. And so I say I've been very reluctant. But I woke up one day with a really stiff neck. I mean, I sleep like face down with my head to the side. And I just had this consistent neck pain. And then it was giving me headaches. And I kind of had... I mean, it's almost chronic, because it was like a daily headache that I had that was low, and then it would go up and down. And so that's kind of where I was. So I went to the chiropractor basically for that reason. The first thing he did was he took x-rays. He showed me where my spine was having a problem and what I needed to do to actually fix it. And it was more to do with posture, and you know, my neck had gotten stiff, and they're supposed to like actually curve backward so that your head can kind of bounce. And what you find is that if you don't take care of those kind of things, that's when the injuries happen. And so the more I went, the more I learned, and I realized how, gosh, that's the stuff you wish you'd known when you were younger, right? But say I'd had a back injury when I was a teenager, and back then it's just like, here, take some painkillers and you'll be fine. And you know, you make it worse and worse and worse. So over the years, I developed like a lot of back pain, and especially if I was pregnant, when you don't have any ability to sort of control your posture at all. And so I'd been told in my early 30s, I want to say, that my discs had like pretty much deteriorated to collapsing on the lumbar area. And so I had to do all sorts of things, sort of Pilates type stuff, to just basically keep my core really tight so that it would counteract this pain. So as a result, few sessions in, I mean, I'm talking 1 or 2 sessions in, my neck pain is gone. Like I haven't had headaches since, other than, you know, the last couple of weeks where I've had other issues, but not related to my neck at all. No neck pain. I have exercises that I can do daily to help kind of make that better. And then just because of how confident I was in the experience, I said, well, you know, what about my lower back? And so, yeah, I'm stiff as a board. John couldn't even get me to crack even a little bit. And I was so scared of him doing it anyway, because I thought he was going to hurt me even more. And he does all these things with lasers. I get massaged by Julie, who's incredible. Best massage I've had. Best massage I've had ever. Not just like in Utah, best massage ever. And this practice that I go to, like it's their practice, but that's where they encompass wellness as a whole. And I think that's what we've kind of missed out on, is understanding, like, as we age, you know, we want our body to be as healthy as it was when we were young, and it isn't going to do it automatically. You get away with it when you're younger because it's just, you know, constantly chasing. But if you're not fueling your body correctly, if you're not giving yourself what it needs to heal, then it isn't going to, is it? And so where I thought I was kind of like having to wind down my physical activity, as in I stopped, I haven't really snowboarded in a long time. I won't get on a tube behind a boat or wakeboard or anything like that anymore because of my back. But then when I hurt my knee last year, skating, I was like, oh crap, am I not allowed to do anything anymore? Because I'm old. And I thought, well, God, no, I want to be around for another 20, 30 years easy. And I don't want to be doing nothing. Because I say, I am an active person and I like to be. So I got to get my body in check. So John's helping me with that. And so as you saw today, he gets in there with a laser. They do all sorts of things. And I kid you not, I've got more movement in my back than I've ever had. And I haven't had any pain in a good while. So very worth it to see a chiropractor. Don't be afraid. Just do your research and make sure that they have the reviews and that they're not just a quick wham bam and give me your money. In fact, I have found private clinics to be much more, actually, they have the desire to do the work. And they're not dependent on your small portion of insurance that's going to pay them. So they have to like get people in and out. When you're paying for your services, whether it's my naturopathic doctor and my chiropractor, they give you the full time. So you get like 30 minutes of actual one-on-one time. Plus, they generally stay on time. So your time is more valuable because the doctors here, you know, well, anywhere. You go in for your appointment, you might wait in the waiting room 45 minutes, you might wait another 20 minutes in the room, you get like 3 minutes face to face with the doctor, here's a prescription and off you go. And you just like, oh, I hate that stuff. And so I recommend this place. I'll write the details in below, add some links if I find them, depending where you're looking at this. And I encourage it. And now I'm going to get ready because clearly I couldn't do 2 things at once. You know, I thought I'd share just a tiny little tip for people. When you get to my age, or maybe you're born this way, but see how the top of your eyelid like hangs over. Like if I do that, look, I've got loads of eyelid, but it's all hanging over. And if you were to continue traditional eye makeup where you kind of follow your crease, it basically makes it look even more droopy. And it's called a hooded eye. The other thing with older skin is because your skin gets a little thin and crepey, it really notices if you use any kind of sparkle or iridescent, you know, on your eyes. So always go for a matte finish with your powder. And what I do is I still do it traditional where I'm doing lighter on the inside, lighter under the brow, and give him whatever little bit of color or a medium kind of dimension. But if you really want to like lift your eyes, let me show you. I learned this from another YouTuber like 10 years ago. But I take my dark color. Okay, I'm going to do it here first because I can't see good over there. And at the corner of my eye, I kind of almost go straight up. You see that? Okay, so when I open my eye, you can't even see it all. But if I followed that line like traditionally, see how it would just go down? So I go straight up. And then almost like straight across. You see that? Like upside down, back to front 7. And then you blend it in or fill it in a bit. So I'm not bringing a big old cat eye out at all. I'm using the darkness to go up. And once I've got my colour sort of distributed where I want it, this is when a real makeup artist knows what's up, because they just blend, 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 blend. And I'm rubbish, and I'm always in a hurry, so like don't blend it enough. But I keep my finger kind of there, so I don't blend it out too much. And obviously I can stretch my skin a little bit now because I have it in the right place. And so as I blend it, let me see if you can see the difference. This is when you're like, I hope it works, nailed it, right? But see this one? Now I have my evening makeup. But on this one, I don't know, it still goes down. Lighting's not great, is it? Let me turn this one off. There we go. That's a little bit better. I mean, it doesn't help that I don't know where to look at the camera. I mean, that way I can feel like I got makeup on without it like drooping. The other thing with eyes, as you get older, ladies, you do lose your brows. They change colour, you lose hair, and if you're my age, a lot of people just don't have much because they overplucked it back in the day. So you can microblade them where they use like tattooing to put it in, or you can just use a little pencil, whatever. I've had mine microbladed. All this is my own natural hair, but like in the insides, I don't have any. It's all gone. So the microblading has faded quite drastically now. It's been years. But the cool thing is, because it's still there, I can take my pencil, just add a couple strokes where it was, fill in a little bit in the edge where, again, where it was, it's kind of faded. Those are little areas where I didn't have hair. And when you look at an eye with like a real eyebrow, it like takes years off you compared to someone who doesn't. You notice things like that when you look at someone who's a bit older and you think, well, why do they look so different? And it's like, sometimes it's as simple as that. Well, one's got eyebrows and one doesn't. So, you know, anyway, I can't say that one side looks better than the other because I don't think that's true in the light. But certainly in real life, it looks better if you want to put a bit of makeup on. And that would help you. So there you go. That's useless tutorial. Can you see my little earrings I got? This end one. This was one of the things I bought yesterday from the Prism lifestyle. Really pretty, I love it. All right, it's date night. That's what I'm wearing. Got leather joggers, boots, kind of a black and white theme, blazer. And I wish I had a mirror. But anyway, I'm excited for my date tonight. Still gotta get used to this this hair. I'm not sure how to do it yet, but I like it. It's messy. It's easy. I like it better than
Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast.
So we are here at Just Have Chocolate. Yep. And it's a chocolate making class. Okay. We're gonna dip and shake and add things too. And we'll show you how to get it off. Show me what you got here.
Got some milk chocolate with, let's see, this one has roasted coconut.
Nice.
Macadamias. I tried the sunflowers. I'm not sure what that's going to be like. I tried the sunflowers. That sounds good because it's got so salt in it. And then I tried, no idea.
And so far I've made a pizza slice with all sorts in it.
What's right, pushing till I fall, I'm slipping to get back up, always stand tall, I'm grinning. I got cuts real deep in, bruised and scarred. I had to learn how to think with my head and my heart. I've been chewed up, spit out, torn apart, but picking up all the pieces is a form of art.
I'm never gonna look back, cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change, slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, cause that's what it takes.
So what happens from here?